Today, we're answering the ultimate Crusader Kings 3 question. Which stat is the most overpowered? Is it diplomacy, stewardship, intrigue, martial, or learning? To find out, I've set up the most scientific experiment medieval Europe has ever seen. I created 5 custom rulers in Bulgaria. Each one has 100 points in a single attribute and a glorious 0 in the other 4. Then I handed them over to the AI and walked away like a proud, irresponsible parent. No help, no interference, no reloads. Just me, coming back after a few decades to check if they're conquering the Balkans or being eaten alive by peasants and syphilis. Place your bets in the comments. Will intrigue lead to shadowy domination? Will martial solve everything with steel? Will 100 learning just mean he reads while his kingdom burns? Personally, I'm expecting stewardship or martial to come out on top because even the AI knows you either have money or you have troops, preferably both. Let's dive in and see which stat makes a ruler legendary and which ones make the AI destroy an entire kingdom faster than a drunk Norse adventurer with a claim. So, our first test subject. 100 intrigue, 0 everything else. Surely a master manipulator, a shadowy puppet master. Well, 8 years in, and he already lost his throne. Turns out, being a scheming genius doesn't help much when your diplomacy is garbage, and your army thinks you're a cryptid. But hey, there was still hope. Maybe he'd claw his way back with some brilliant plots, seduce the right people, or, I don't know, murder his way to the top? 3 years later, he gets murdered himself by the very game he thought he could out-scheme. A tragic tale. 100 intrigue, 0 survival instinct. All right, after our poor spy master got out-schemed and out-stabbed, it's time for our second contestant. Mr. 100 diplomacy, the medieval smooth talker, the master of charm, the human embodiment of let's talk this out. And hey, right off the bat, there was one thing he was amazing at. Prestige. This man was drowning in prestige. Every feast, every sway, every friendly smile gave him another shiny stack of clout. He didn't know how to fight, couldn't manage a budget, and probably thought scheming was too aggressive. But he looked fantastic, doing absolutely nothing. Courtiers loved him. Vassals liked him. Even his rivals sent him gifts. Somehow, without knowing how to fight, plot, manage money, or read, he managed to conquer Serbia, Croatia, and Bosnia. But the moment he died, the kingdom absolutely imploded. But credit where credit is due. Compared to Mr. 100 Intrigue, who got kicked off the throne and murdered faster than a court jester with an attitude. Diplomacy guy actually ruled. Our next subject is not a warrior, not a schemer, not even a people person. No, this man is the true hero of every CK3 empire. The tax guy. With 100 stewardship, he doesn't just collect gold. He breathes it, dreams it, and probably named his kids after tax policies. But of course, this is Crusader Kings 3. And if you think good governance is enough to save you, you must be new here. The second he died, his well-oiled machine of a realm snapped in half like a poorly maintained trebuchet. His kids divided the land. The money got looted. Our next ruler enters the scene with a sparkle in his eye, a stack of books under one arm, and absolutely no idea how to run a kingdom. From the very start, it was clear this guy wasn't interested in war, gold, or politics. While other rulers were busy conquering neighbors or building castles, he was hosting debates about the nature of the divine. His court looked less like a seat of power and more like a philosophy club with crown funding. Every time a war broke out, he acted surprised, as if Byzantium didn't get the memo that he was trying to study. And speaking of Byzantium, they slapped him around a few times, took a few border counties, and he just accepted it. Like, ah yes, a teachable moment. His people didn't fear him. They didn't respect him either, but they did find him mildly fascinating, like a talking goose that wears robes and occasionally funds monasteries. And when he finally died peacefully, in bed, surrounded by books and absolutely 0 loyal vassals, his kingdom followed the proud CK3 tradition of total, catastrophic collapse. Final verdict? He didn't win. He didn't lose. He simply existed for 75 years, like a very old Wikipedia article with a crown. And now, our final contestant. A man forged in battle, raised on tactics, blessed with 100 martial, and the personality of wet bread. Yes, folks, the ultimate contradiction. A strategic genius with absolutely no desire to conquer anything. It's like giving a Formula One car to a monk who hates speeding. The potential was insane, but the ambition? Absolutely non-existent. Without traits like ambitious, wrathful, that 100 martial was just a big shiny sword sitting on a dusty shelf. When he finally passed away, his realm, like all the others, collapsed into the hungry mouths of succession and mediocrity. Because no matter how good your military is, it can't protect you from your kids being idiots. So there you have it, the results of giving the AI one absurdly high stat and watching it struggle anyway. 5th place, Intrigue, 100, died faster than his first plot. 4th place, Learning, 100, lived long, did nothing. 3rd place, Diplomacy, 100, charmed his way to empire, then died and lost it all. 2nd place, Martial, 100, unbeatable in war, uninterested in using it. 1st place, Stewardship, 100, rich, fortified, efficient, and still doomed by succession.